Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet, the voice you know with the news you trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allivo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Under bright sunshine, we have 85 degrees on the barn thermometer, a light breeze out there. It's an absolutely beautiful early October day as harvest rolls on all across the Buckeye State. As you travel across the countryside, please stay safe and watch out for farm equipment. A couple quick calendar reminders. The Jackson County Regional Livestock Market is going to be having a cow sale tonight starting at 6. Tomorrow morning at 11 will be a cattle sale, and then coming up on Sunday at 1, they will have a farm equipment sale. Also, tune in on Tuesday as Dale will be catching up with the folks from the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, with agriculture waiting for a final renewable fuel standard volumes and other RFS rules, as well as a pending Waters of the U.S. rule, the federal government shutdown that began on Wednesday has cast a shadow on when exactly that work could be completed by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. Now, even if the shutdown period is relatively short, a significant reduction in agency employees could further slow rulemaking. According to an EPA shutdown plan before the shutdown occurred, the agency had 15,166 employees, and once the shutdown plan is implemented, just 1,734 employees are expected to be retained to execute expected or exempted activities needed during the shutdown. Now, the plan states that by default, any employee not designated as accepted or exempted will be furloughed during the shutdown, and the document also notes that the agency retains the authority to modify the number of personnel working during the shutdown. As of Wednesday morning, the Trump administration had not announced plans to permanently lay off any EPA employees when the shutdown ends. Right now, the shutdown will continue through at least today, when the Senate is next scheduled to vote on ending it. Well, let's get a look now at your Friday and through the weekend weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com.
Sunny, warm, and dry for your Friday and most of the weekend. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast update. We continue to be rain-free here across Ohio through Monday. As we move through the overnight Monday and into Tuesday, a frontal boundary building to our west and north will get ready to slide through. I think that's going to give us a damp Tuesday, anywhere from a tenth to 3/4 of an inch of precipitation, coverage 90% of the Buckeye State. Behind it, we dry down for next Wednesday, and we see high pressure in control for Thursday and Friday of next week. Scattered moisture tries to pop up late next weekend into the following week, but it's definitely more hit and miss down here than we were seeing a few days ago. I'm Ryan Martin.
Taking a look at your agricultural headlines, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Thursday that the federal government would make some announcement early next week to provide, quote, substantial support for farmers. Now, in an interview on CNBC, Bessent said it is unfortunate that the Chinese leadership has decided to use soybean farmers as a hostage or a pawn in the trade dispute. Bessent said he spoke with Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins on Wednesday about some type of support for farmers. You should expect some news on Tuesday, he said, that's October the 7th, on substantial support for our farmers, especially soybean farmers. They have had President Trump's back, and we have their back, he said. Now, it's unclear what authority the Treasury Department would have to provide aid to farmers, or if Bessent was speaking about the USDA and its funds from the Commodity Credit Corporation. Donald Trump back on Wednesday had posted on social media that, quote, soybeans will be a major topic of discussion next month when he meets with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Trump also suggested taking tariff dollars to provide support to farmers. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your Friday markets after this.
It's the livelihood of Ohio farmers.
Planting, fertilizing, tending, and working.
Long days, short nights, cab meals, and tractor rides with the kids.
It all leads up to harvest.
Farmers are parents, siblings, children, and friends, and they're working hard to feed us all.
Give farmers plenty of room to work on the roads this harvest season.
From all of us here at the Ohio AgNet, have a safe harvest.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed Consultants sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Well, let's take a look now at how your market's closed for a Friday, brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Well, December corn closed the day down 2 3/4 cents at $4.19. March corn was down 2 1/4 at $4.35 3/4. November soybeans closed 5 3/4 cents lower at $10.18, with January beans down 4 3/4 at $10.37. And wheat for December closed the day up a half a penny at $5.15 1/4. Your July 26 new crop wheat was down a quarter penny at $5.57. In livestock, positive numbers on the board, with October live cattle closing the day up 50 cents at $231 2.5 cents. October lean hogs up 30 cents at $98.97 1/2, and November feeder cattle closing $3 2.5 cents higher, $355.42 1/2 cents. Class 3 milk for November did end the day down 38 cents at $16.92. Well, thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.